man. So this state just changed truck driving forever with a mandatory minimum wage for truck drivers. Which state is it and how will it affect you? Coming up on Dread Power Trucker on YouTube. So this one state just changed trucking forever with a mandatory minimum wage for truck drivers. Which state is it? How will it affect you? Man, there are some serious changes going on in the trucking industry with the $100 million payout from Swift Transportation to all those so-called lease purchase owner operators they had that the court ruled they have to pay them. I mean, they ruled it was basically a scam. Okay, so now you've got a state that has ruled, a federal court has ruled that there must be a mandatory minimum wage for truck drivers. This is insane, man. Like I said in that video about that Swift settlement, dude, the ball is just now starting to roll. It's like a freaking ball with some serious momentum built up that is rolling, man, and it's going to have their analysts are saying that this is going to have some serious implications, man. So let's check it out. All right, so we'll turn here to my trusty little Amazon Fire TV. See what the spiel is, man. All right, so what a shock. Tontitown, Arkansas, U.S. District Judge who ruled last October that PAM Transport must pay truck drivers at least a minimum wage for 16 hours per day, affirmed a decision once again last week. On Friday, U.S. District Judge Timothy Brooks reaffirmed that PAM Transport violated federal labor laws when they didn't pay their truck driver employees at least minimum wage for every non-sleeping hour spent in their truck. More than 3,000 drivers are part of a class action suit against the Arkansas carrier. Now let's keep this in mind, because I'm going to talk about this in a little while later, about this on-duty, off-duty thing. Okay, so Brooks could not have been more clear in his October 2018 decision when he wrote, and he was the federal judge. Okay, and he said there is no ambiguity here then as to whether an employer must count as hours worked the time that an employee spends riding in a commercial truck while neither sleeping nor eating. Time thus spent is working, and any work spent performed while traveling must be counted as hours worked. Okay, in last week's decision, Brooks widened the scope of his judgment, which many experts believe could have substantial impact within the trucking industry. Brooks held that the suit against PAM Transport can be tried as a class action suit under Arkansas law, which is more strenuous than federal labor laws. Guys, this shit's getting serious, man. Okay, and we're going to come back to that thing about the on-duty, off-duty conundrum. Okay, so according to Business Insider Report, attorney for the PAM Transport drivers, Justin Swindler, said the effect of the new ruling could be big. It greatly enlarges the number of people who can benefit, Swindler told the online news outlet. In a statement, Angela Clark, who is the vice president of risk management at PAM Transport, says the company was disappointed. What a shock. And would vigorously fight the ruling. Oh my God, they gotta pay the drivers now. Clark, who also warned the ruling has serious implications to the trucking industry. Oh shit, we gotta start paying them fairly now. The sweatshop on wheels is over with. Okay, the battle between truck drivers and their trucking company employers over how to fairly compensate professional truckers has been being fought for decades. I don't think that's proper English. Someone can correct me if that's wrong. Been being fought for decades, whatever. Who am I? Okay, so PAM Transport case could serve as a precedent-setting moment and one in which could deliver a big victory to labor for years to come. Now this is on Transportation Nation Network. This is a good little blog to read if you want to know about trucking industry stuff. Okay, so now let's get back to what I said we were going to hold our place on that one deal. Okay, so there's also a dispute as to whether now they're saying they believe drivers should also be getting paid for sleeper berth and off duty when they're in their big trucks out on the road. I'm serious, man. Okay, let me see. Yeah. Okay, see this right here? Okay. Drivers should be paid at least a minimum wage for time spent off duty and in their sleeper berths. I mean, this shit is getting serious, man. This is federal. This is federal shit, man. This is funny. So let's have a big round of applause for Jerry Moyes, the founder of Swift. The king of trucking, who had sense enough to take his $2 billion and freaking get out of there, man. Went and bought supercars to race on the streets of Miami and shit. Why not? For Jerry Moyes. Looks like Jerry had the foresight to know what was coming and got the hell out of Dodge, man. Okay, so any of you guys who are involved in trucking now, if you're over-the-road truck drivers, doing OTR for some of these mega carriers or what have you, man, it's looking like the game is about to seriously change, man. Now, I'm not going to say it's a bad idea to be in trucking right now, but it looks like people are trying to get you guys paid what you're worth. It's about time, man. So it's going to be interesting to see. Are they really going to have to pay you guys for your off duty and sleeper too? Because I read some of those articles and they're saying, the federal courts are saying that if you're not able to go home, you're still at work. Meaning you can't go home and sleep in your own bed. So that company needs to pay you minimum wage for all your hours. Unfortunately, in some states, minimum wage is only like $7.25 an hour or something. But still, that's better than what you're getting, right? Okay, so anyway, so mandatory minimum wage for truck drivers, man, that hammer is coming down on that industry. It is. So, what are your thoughts on this? Drop some comments in that dirt pit below. I'd like to see what you guys have to say about it. And you know the spiel, more coming. Thanks for watching. Dread out!